Yo, what is going on, YouTube? Coming back at you with round 10 Roanoke Regional Championships. We skipped round 9 because it was two stall decks playing against each other, and one of them was favored and eventually just got unknown hand working. So we skipped round 9. I don't think anyone wanted to see that. Nothing really to talk about. So we're here in round 10, day 2, first round of day 2. We got Charlie Locke here. He started off 9-0. He's playing Lost March versus Ryan Antonucci, playing BuzzRocTales. Don't know if he has rock. Oh, there's a rock off. He does have rock. So Ryan's going first. Finds the Beast Energy, which is super cool early on, especially to get through this Mars Shadow. Hits Charlie with the Let Loose, gets a Vulpix, and I think he probably Lele for a Cynthia or something. He actually might be using Lele right now. Yeah, it's Lele for Lily right now. So this matchup is pretty favored for Charlie. It actually might be one of Lost March's best matchups. So I definitely like to see Ryan be aggressive with the Let Loose and be like, well, I know this is a bad matchup. I'm just gonna put him down to a smaller hand size and hope it sticks. So I like the Let Loose, aggressive Let Loose here from Ryan. I don't know. The video is cut off at the beginning, so I don't know if he needed to use the Let Loose or if he looked for an aggressive Let Loose, but I like it. I also like seeing him get the Rock Ruff out here early. You want to chase down Hoppips, reduce the amount of damage that the Lost March player can do early on at all costs. I like to definitely see Ryan look to set up a Ninetales here, as it is his best attacker in the matchup. So going over to Charlie, his hand is not dead. He does have an Ultra Ball. He has a Net Ball. So his hand is far from dead. He should be fine. We should be in for a game here. Uses the Brooklet Hill, just checking prizes. He has a Net Ball. We'll probably see that get a Hoppip. And then Ultra Ball for either... yeah, we'll see. Boom, there's a Trumbeak. Ooh, this is Cynthia. So yeah, supposed to go on the other side. There we go. Net Ball. Grabbing a Hoppip, probably Ultra Ball away, the Super Boost, and a Hoppip here. All right, that's fine. And he does play. So Charlie's list a little bit is interesting, I would say. I think he plays like 3 Let Loose Marshadow. He plays Tapu Lele, which is something you don't see a ton in Lost March decks, but the extra consistency from the Tapu Lele is super nice. He plays Lilies and Elms, so he plays the mix of the turn 1 supporters. Elm really good turn 2 as well. And we'll probably see that come into play here. There's a Great Ball. No Hoppip. Gets a Trumbeak, which is okay. Ooh, another supporter from Ryan. Those Trumbeaks feeling good. He's thinking about Let Loose again. He benches the Natsu. I'm not a huge... you need the Natsu, yeah. So he's going to he's looking like he's going to Let Loose. No, he's going to go with the Lele. Okay, I like the Lele here. Lele for Lily here, for sure. Draw some cards. I'm not sure about the Natsu bench. You really want to get down 3 Hoppip. Because, yeah, I'm actually not a fan of the Natsu bench here from Charlie. So you do draw 1 less card off the Lily, but it only allows you to have 2 Hoppip in play. So now Ryan is going to definitely, like, he's got the Rock Ruff down. He could potentially get a Guzma. He's just going to focus the Hoppips. And then, no matter what, Ryan's going to try and focus a Hoppip. So if you put 3 down, you know, it's going to get knocked out. You'll be able to bench the Natsu next turn. But now if you put 2 down, you only have 1 left to be able to get into a Skip Loop and get the damage going. So yeah, I'm actually just not a big fan of that play from Charlie. I think he definitely should have gone with a gone with not benching the Natsu there for sure. He's got an Ultra Ball in hand. I would like to see him get rid of Natsu and something else and get another Hoppip in play. Thinking about DC to Natsu, that's fine. Definitely would like to see him Ultra Ball and get, yeah. So he's gonna pass, and now if this Hoppip goes down, you just have no. You're not going to be able to get anything in the Lost Zone. And then you have to know that's what Ryan is going to be gunning for, is that Hoppip. Definitely would have liked to see it on Charlie's side. Ultra Ball for Hoppip. Put that on the bench. Attached to the Natsu is fine at this point. You can always then retreat the Mars Shadow. But now if this Hoppip goes down, you probably actually can't even one-shot this Buzzwole with the Natsu, which is just going to be terrible for Charlie. So I think we see... I'm not sure what Ryan's using. I think Brooklet Hill. He's gonna go end up going to fail it. Baby Buzzwole would have been nice to grab there, I guess. But it looks like he actually maybe has it in hand. Attached to the Vulpix, like to see that. Ninetales is your best attacker in this matchup. It looks like he doesn't have a way to bring up the Hoppip, so unfortunate there for Ryan. No way to bring up the Hoppip, and we still will see Charlie be able to use the Skip Loom to go ahead and floral pass to this guy. Look at Hill, checking. There we go. Boom. There's Jump Bluff, and that's 5. which means that is going to be one-shotting the Buzzwole. So he does get there. Once again, I thought it was super risky for Charlie to leave just the one Hop Up in play. If Ryan had found a Lichen Rock, which was not unrealistic for him to find with how big his hand was. He just drew a ton of cards off the Lily. Definitely possible that he was able to kill the Hop Up. Knock out the Hop Up. So yeah, once again, I'm not a huge fan of that play from Charlie. He's not expending that other Ultra Ball to find the other Hop Up. I think there was definitely something he could have discarded, like Jump Bluff something. Maybe even discard the Trumbeak. I don't know about that. I would have committed for it though, for sure. So we got the attached to Vulpix from Ryan, and then Brooklet Hill. I'm not sure why he didn't bench the Baby Buzzwole last turn to bring up this turn, and then just start using Sledgehammer. He's gonna commit another Baby Buzzwole, and then there's a Cynthia. Yeah, I almost feel like I would have liked to have seen Ryan just bench the Baby Buzzwole last turn. The plans to Sledgehammer this turn. No, I guess no. You want to get the well. You can always like pick up that KO on the Marshadow later. Like KO in this Marshadow this turn actually isn't that big of a deal. And actually, in fact, I don't even think you want to KO this Marshadow this turn, because then it opens up Charlie's bench. So either way, you're looking to take a knockout this turn at the very least. So if you have the Ninetales, you're going knockout active 30 on this. But then past that, the snipe damage isn't going to be super relevant for what you snipe on Ryan's side. So you can clean this up later with a Ninetales. You don't have to do it right now as Ryan. You don't have to clean up this Marshadow right now as Ryan. So I think that's actually a mistake from Ryan. He definitely should have benched the Baby Buzzwole last turn as his fifth bench spot. And then when his Buzzwole does get knocked out, which is going to, if you whiff the KO on the Hop Up, your Buzzwole's going to get knocked out. You know he's got a Skip Bloom. You know he can retreat his active. You want to play like that's going to happen. You know your Buzzwole's getting knocked out. So bench the Buzzwole, take this knockout here, and then you just utilize the Ninetales later and go knock out 30 snipe on the knockout the Jump Bluff or a Natu, and then 30 snipe on the Marshadow. So I think this was pretty greedy here from Ryan, because you could whiff the Ninetales and you could just sent up a Buzzwole and attach to it, and then you're good to go. I think we do see the Ultra Ball, so he is going to be able to find the Ninetales, and then probably 2 B strings and B string to each of the Baby Buzzwoles. I can't imagine he really wants to find anything else. I think his Ninetales are prized, so not checking his prizes is definitely going to punish him on this one. Unless I'm wrong, I think his Ninetales are prized, and I assume he's running like a 2-2 line. I don't actually know for sure about the Ninetales line here for Ryan. Yeah, he's gonna go with the Lichen Rock. All right, so getting fully punished here for sending up the Vulpix. I think to begin with, he should have sent up the Baby Buzz, but on top of that, he didn't check to see if his Ninetales were prized on all of those Broken Hill surges he did, and now he's getting fully punished for it by attaching to the Vulpix, having to retreat it. He still gets to get a KO off, which is important here to at least get a knockout. There's the Ninetales off the prizes. So we really need to see 2 more Pokemon into the Lost Zone here from Charlie. He cannot let this Baby Buzzwole live another turn. His hand has 3 Jump Bluffs in it though, so it's not great. I think I'd almost like to see him just like let loose here, or Ultra Ball away 1 Jump Bluff and a Lily, get a Hop Up, because you just need a Hop Up. You really need Hop Ups. This kind of goes back to him not finding another Hop Up the turn before. You need Hop Ups so you can actually do damage. Your Hop Ups into your Skip Bloom, into the Skip Bloom using its ability is basically the main way to rack up the Pokemon in your Lost Zone as Lost March. So I think I would have liked to actually seen Charlie Ultra Ball and get a Hop Up and then play the Lily. Ultra Ball away, a Jump Bluff, and the Let Loose and get a Hop Up and then play Lily. Yeah, now he's got no bench room for Hop Ups, and yeah, did I say Ultra Ball away the Lily before? I meant Ultra Ball away Marshadow and Jump Bluff, get a Hop Up, play the Lily. This is just looking. Yeah, he already attached. This is looking actually just terrible for Charlie. His bench is Lele and 3 Let Loose Marshadow. See the Elm. At this point, I think I would actually scoop as Charlie to get more time for the next game. For the next 2 games. Like, it's just not looking good here. The Ninetales will eventually be able to take a 2 prize turn. He's got this Buzzwole is going to take another prize. The next Buzzwole is going to take a prize. From here, from Ryan, I want to see him go to the Ninetales. Thinking about using Lycia. He's gonna go with it, just burn the card, I guess. Shuffles up the deck. Nothing to grab, maybe? Diancie might be in there. Yeah, I would like to see him go to, well, he doesn't really have to go to Ninetales this turn to use Beast Rings. Because he should have another turn. I'm hard pressed to believe that Charlie will be able to knock out a GX this turn. But it is possible that he would be able to knock out the Vulpix with Guzma Energy, and that would be a big knockout there for Charlie to be able to shut off the potential of the double knockout from a Ninetales. So I almost wanted to see Ryan like evolve to the Ninetales still, I feel like, to protect the Vulpix. Alright, we see the Hoppip coming down here for Charlie. Finally seeing a Hoppip come down. I feel like this should have come down a lot sooner. Thinking about attaching to Lele. I think you want to. If Lele gets knocked out, you lose the game anyway, so you have to play as if you're gonna be able to. You're gonna have to move the Lele. Yeah, I don't like that play from Charlie. You have to play as if you're gonna have to move the Lele, or you can play as if you're gonna top deck Guzma or something. I guess on Charlie's side, which is fine. Another Beast Ring here from Ryan. No reason not to. And then you definitely want to, as Ryan, I definitely want to see him set up the Lycanroc, because that's what you want to use to KO the Lele. At some point, you want to go Lycanroc, KO Lele, and Kukui. Hopefully find some useful cards. At the very least, you can punch this Lele for 120, but you really actually don't want to do that. Yeah, punching Lele for 120 is actually just not very good here. 150, 170. Okay, it's 170 with the Kukui now. That works. Take the knockout. If it's not getting the knockout, you really don't want to do it. So he does have the, what's it called here, though, so that's fine. All right, there's the Ninetales. Then he got off the prizes that got shuffled back in the deck from the Let Loose. Gonna grab multi-switch and yeah, Beast Ring kind of cool. Play the Beast Ring and fail it, it looks like. I don't think he has any. Yeah, and we're gonna see the scoop here from Charlie. All right, makes sense. Yeah, he would have been able. Pretty sure Ryan pretty much almost had it checkmated, board locked there. I don't think there was anything Charlie could actually do to come back. All right, getting into game 2, we see a bunch of netballs here off the start from Charlie, so that's great for him. I think bench Hoppip, double netball. So I'm assuming he top decked Hoppip, because I don't know why you'd want to ever open the Marshadow. But besides that, I think his hand is dead. It is Jump Bluff, Skip Loom, Stretcher. But yeah, so besides that, Charlie's hand is just not. He's got nothing. So he's probably hoping that Ryan let looses him here. Ryan's thinking about what to grab here with this Brooklet Hill, I think. I'd probably like to see a Vulpix come out here. Depending on what his hand is, if he could go like Guzma knockout Hoppip with like a Buzzwole, that would be kind of cool. If he's got like Diancie, Fighting Energy, Guzma, there's Lycia. So he can get Beast Energy Diancie. So maybe he has a switch in hand. He can't knock out the Marshadow, but he can set it up to get cleaned up later. And because Charlie didn't attach to his active, and he probably knows Charlie doesn't play switch, the Marshadow just kind of stuck active for a turn no matter what. So knowing that, you can just kind of punch it and punch a Hoppip and kind of chill as Ryan. Yep, there's a switch. Beast. He doesn't have to actually put down the Diancie because he can do 40, which sets it up to be sniped by a 30 later on. So that's more than fine there for Ryan. There we go. Floral Path to the Skies gets a Jump Bluff, but I don't think, once again, I don't think Charlie has anything past that. So the Jet Punches are going to hurt a lot here for Ryan. See a Grass Energy, but no way to get the Jump Bluff in the active. I actually don't. I'm not sure I like this Grass Energy attach here from Charlie. Because if we see a Lycanroc plus the Diancie here from Ryan, and he has to know that yeah, that Charlie's hand is dead, then we're going to see the Jump Bluff get knocked out here. So I'm not a huge fan of that Grass Energy attachment there from Charlie. I think I would have liked to have seen him hold that. Once again, it seems like he's just like not playing around. He's not respecting the fact that Ryan has a Rockruff on the bench. We saw it in game 1. We're seeing it here in game 2. Rockruff can become Lycanroc, which uses Bloodthirsty Eyes, which brings up any Pokemon on your bench. We see Ryan taking full advantage of the plays made on Charlie's turn. Yeah, attach the choice band. You definitely don't want that in play. I would put it on the Lycanroc though. So you know Charlie plays a Lele, and you just want to make sure you can knock out the Lele. And choice band on Vulpix really doesn't do anything, but choice band on Lycanroc is actually great because if Charlie is being able to play with a small bench, the choice band on the Lycanroc might make the difference in knocking out a oh, that's right, it has resistance. Jumpluff has resistance. I missed that too. I forgot about Jumpluff's resistance. So I think Ryan definitely should have gone and brought up a Hoppip and knocked out a Hoppip. So mistake there from Ryan. I missed that too. Definitely should have brought up a Hoppip, knocked out Hoppip, 30 more on another Hoppip. Maybe 30 on the Jumpluff, but probably 30 more on another Hoppip. Yeah, I missed that. I forgot about Jumpluff's resistance. So the resistance saving the Jumpluff here for Charlie. Yeah, but I think the choice band should be on the Lycanroc. Make sure your biggest hitter, which is Lycanroc, can KO Lele. Make it easier for it to KO Lele, which is what you want to try and focus down with it. I don't know if it's gonna make a huge difference. Yeah, I missed the resistance on the Jumpluff as well. I always forget it's a thing, but it is a huge factor in this matchup actually, or can be, slowing down those early jet punches potentially. Anyways, Jumpluff doesn't get knocked out. 30 to the Hoppip. So yeah, we definitely should have seen Ryan bring up a Hoppip, knock out a Hoppip, 30 on the other Hoppip. But not quite. I like this. I do like this. Do I like this Super Boost attachment here? No, we see Charlie retreating. Interesting. And pass. Okay, I don't quite understand this play at all from Charlie. I don't know what he's trying to accomplish here. Just hit the Buzzwole and try and two-shot it. If I was Charlie, I would have actually held the Super Boost, I think. Yeah, if I was Charlie, I would have held the Super Boost, leave the Jumpluff active, hit for, unless for some reason he can't attack, but then I'm just completely missing something here. Hit for 80, and then if you top deck any way to find a Skiploom or a Skiploom, you go Skiploom into Jumpluff, attach the Super Boost, knock out the active. But instead he goes retreat to the Marshadow, attach to the Marshadow. Now Ryan's just gonna knock out your active and knock out your Jumpluff. Who knows, maybe he'll even go KO the Hoppip here. No, he probably just knock out the Jumpluff. You know that's all he has for any kind of relevant damage. So yeah, I don't understand this play at all from Charlie, the retreat into the Marshadow with the Super Boost. Definitely think he should have just attacked for 80. Oh, he's trying to force the Marshadow to be knocked out because he has the stretcher. But even then, I'm still not a huge fan of it. Yeah, now that I saw the stretcher, I think I'm more of a fan of it. I didn't realize he had a stretcher in hand. I didn't even mention it before. You're so far behind at that point. No, I guess I'm fine with this play now, because now you get the stretcher for let loose. So yeah, I understand what he's trying to do here now. At first I was like, this doesn't make any sense. We see Ryan is going to play around it. Guzma up, other Hoppip, and hopefully KO both these Hoppips here. I think that's probably what we'll see. Multi-switch I think is what he has. If he has an energy attachment, it's that much better. But if he has the multi-switch, that's fine. He's thinking. I'm curious as to why he's thinking so hard. Oh, he's gonna set up the, I like that, yeah. Set up the multi-switch and then set up the other Ninetales. I like that. Double KO on the Hoppips. Yeah. So I guess I'm fine with him sending out Marshadow. I retract my previous statement. Yeah, he does have the stretcher in hand, so I think that's fine that he sent it up. And then was like, alright, I'm trying to force him to KO this, so I'm even gonna attach the energy to it. Ryan plays around it. KO in the Hoppips is definitely better. For Ryan no matter what, so he gets the double Hoppip KO, which is great for him. But now you can't really afford to do the same play as Charlie, because then he goes down to 2 prizes, I think. So I think you actually have to hit as Jumpluff here into the Ninetales if you want any hope to win as Charlie. I think now this is a mistake, because at this point Ryan will go down to 2 prizes. Maybe even KO Hoppip and Jumpluff if he has another Guzma. So at this point I think I would like to have seen Charlie just commit to the attack and hope to top deck. But yeah, not quite what he's gonna go with here. Either way, I think we're gonna see Ryan take this game. He's checking for Lele with Brooklet Hill. There it is. There's Guzma and Lele. Ultra Ball here from Ryan. Lele for Guzma. And he might have to hard retreat the Vulpix, but that's not a big deal when you're wiping all the Jumpluff / Skiplooms / Hoppips out of play. All the grass guys. He has a switch even, goes down to 2 prizes. Do have the stretcher from Charlie, but it's not going to be a big deal, I don't think. I think we should be able to see Ryan close this one out pretty easily. He has a Guzma, so probably going to be Guzma up Lycanroc. I'll go with Diancie. I guess Diancie's a little bit better, yeah. Draw here from Ryan. Let's go attach active Lily for 5. Switch will win the game. Attach next turn will win the game. Great Ball from Charlie. We see the Oranguru. I don't think it's going to be enough at this point, though, with Ryan having 2 prizes left and then a bunch of attackers set up ready to go. And the best attackers, the Ninetales. Oranguru, Stretcher, probably has to shuffle in 3 Hoppip here. Yeah, Hoppip's, the squad's coming back. He had a decent, like, looking start from Charlie. Triple Hoppip start, that's what you want. The other thing better than is quad Hoppip start with no Skip Loop or Jump Love prize, but yeah, it wasn't quite good enough. See the Wonder Tag. Excuse me. Gets to Cynthia. Cynthia for 6. No Hoppip though. Shuffles 3 back in, finds none. Yeah, I think at this point this one's pretty much done here. Oh, he got the Great Ball. Still no Hoppip. Finds a Natsu though, I guess. Better than nothing, maybe, not really. I think he can potentially get a KO here. Yeah, he can KO the active. I don't even know if you want to commit to KO in the active. I think you don't even want to KO the active. You want to hope to get. You want to hope your opponent's Pokemon is just stuck active long enough until you can go Guzma knock out a GX. But maybe that takes too long. I don't know. At this point, it's just not looking good for Charlie. I would just pass here if I was Charlie. He's gonna go ahead and go DC to Lele. Definitely not a fan of this. I would hold the DC for the Natsu, maybe even a bench Natsu and attach to it, and then Cynthia next turn. And there's the pass. Yeah, I don't like the DC attachment to Lele. I don't think it really gets anything done ever. Back over to Ryan. Ryan needs 2 prizes. He can knock out this Marshadow for sure this turn if he wants, but he actually might not even want to. He can just kind of take his time here. Gonna be the Guzma on the Oranguru, so it looks like he is gonna commit, hit the Oranguru for 70 and then knock out the Marshadow on the bench. I don't think he's attached yet. Looks like he's thinking about attaching to Buzzwole. That sounds fine to me. If your opponent doesn't knock out your Ninetales, you win the game anyway. So if they're gonna go out of their way to like chase a Buzzwole, you win anyways. Draw for turn from Charlie. Once again, I don't think there's anything gonna happen here. It would take a miracle at this point for Charlie. Natsu comes down, and then we'll probably see Cynthia come down as well. I was just going to go just with the Cynthia. Don't put the Natsu on the bench because it's too easy to knock out. Just needs Hoppips. All he needs is Hoppips this whole game. And he started with 3 of them, but now he needs more. There's double Hoppip. 2 in the discard pile. Oh, maybe he structured in 2 Hoppip in the Skip Loom before. Or 2 in the Lost Zone. I thought I saw 2 Hoppips in the Lost Zone. Yeah, thinking about it. Yeah, Hoppip comes down. Great Ball. There's another one. Gonna go with the Oranguru instead. I guess this might potentially be better. Not by a whole lot. Oh, he has another Hoppip in hand. Oh, maybe there's only 1 Hoppip in the Lost Zone, I guess. Retreat, Lele. Not gonna bench the other Hoppip. He can't even instruct. Yeah, I think you have to bench instruct and Hoppip there and instruct for 1. Because otherwise he's just going to get the punch on your Hoppip and then you're going to have to commit to doing that play anyways next turn. So you may as well commit to just doing it this turn. Over to Ryan. He's thinking this one through. Want to make sure he doesn't make any mistakes at this point. So close to just getting the win. I think all he has to do really here is attack and put 30 on the Oranguru. And then the Oranguru should be able to go, should go down no matter what on the following turn. Maybe set up the Lycanroc. I would hate to see him attach a Lycanroc. Yeah, I like to attach a Lycanroc. And then you just hit the active for 70, put 30 on the Oranguru, and then you have Jet Punch set up as well as the Ninetales. Unless the Ninetales gets knocked out. Yeah, and there's the 30 to the Oranguru. I don't think Charlie plays any way to get the Oranguru out of play or heal it. He's going to stick out this one to the end, though. There's a Trumbeak. Commit the DC active, knock out the active, I guess. No, there's the scoop finally from Charlie. Yeah. Just kind of poor draws there from Charlie in both games, but that is Lost March. Lost March is definitely the high roll deck of the format. You're not always gonna set up how you want to. It was very well played by Ryan too. Couple missteps from Ryan in game 1. Not realizing his Ninetales were prized. As well as just, I think he should just like been more aggressive with the Sledgehammer on the turn he did. Like, you just might whiff Ultra Ball or Ninetales, so just attack with Sledgehammer. He doesn't, if your opponent sends up the, like, because you'll always be able to clean up that Marshadow on the bench later from game 1. And if your opponent sends up the Marshadow and passes, they're not taking a prize that turn, so you're also fine with that. So no matter what the outcome is, you're fine with it on Ryan's side. So I think he was definitely a mistake with the way he tried to set up that Ninetales play. But besides that, it was pretty clean from Ryan. Focusing the hop pips, ignoring the Marshadow. And then yeah, from Charlie, just didn't draw great either game. I think he board locked himself in game 1 though. I think he definitely should have focused more on just getting hop pips in play, and less so on using Let Loose. Just get the hop pips in play. He could have Ultra Ball for a hop pip. There was like 2 turns where he could have Ultra Ball for a hop pip and been in a way safer position. But instead he chose not to, and Ryan wasn't able to punish the initial time, but from there on out he just wasn't able to get any more hop pips in play, and just wasn't able to do enough damage by the time the game came to an end on Charlie's side. So we do see Ryan taking this one 2-0. And that's gonna do it for round 10, guys. I'll be back soon with round 11. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy the video, give it a like. If you enjoy the content, subscribe. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Follow me on Twitter. Check out my Twitch stream. Links for those in the description. Have a good day. Thanks for watching, and peace.